It's a red-hot June on ESPN. You'll see sizzling shot-making in the early rounds of the U.S. Open and dazzling playmaking in the pressure-packed NCAA College World Series. There's full-throttle excitement with live start and finish coverage of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And for horsepower of another kind, a Belmont Stakes Special. Plus PBA Summer Tour action and more. The heat is on in June on ESPN.
Performance. For some people, it's more than a passion. It's a way of life. Well, for all those people for whom good enough just isn't good enough, there's Speed Stick Antiperspirant. Nothing is wider. Nothing glides on drier. Nothing gives you all-day protection in a bigger way. All-day performance that's hard to beat. If you're going to give 110%, your antiperspirant should give 110% too. Speed Stick, the wide stick.
5 minutes.
Now, Red Lobster's new 5-star shrimp sampler. 5 kinds of shrimp on one plate, just $8.95.
More for you, David Freeman.
Savory grilled shrimp, scrumptious scampi, Cajun popcorn, and more. 5 kinds for just $8.95.
More for you, Stacy Clef.
A kid's meal, $1.95. Hurry.
Red Lobster, there's more for you to love.
Friday through Sunday, it's our weekend special. Steak and shrimp, just $10.95.
Pain. Pain that throbs, aches, pain that pulses. Remember, there is a wonder drug for pain like this. The wonder drug doctors themselves take more often for pain. The wonder drug doctors take more than extra-strength Tylenol, more than Advil. More doctors take Bayer for pain. Bayer is the wonder drug that works wonders.
Come on along and head for the mountains of Busch Beer. Head for the mountains, it's cold and it's smooth and it's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains of Busch Beer. Busch Beer.
When a record is set, a controversy brews, or a headline maker speaks out, there's only one place that brings it all together. ESPN SportsCenter. Get the inside information on all the major events that shape the sports world. Every story, every detail, every day. For the complete picture, go straight to the source. ESPN SportsCenter, America's sports authority. This is ESPN, the total sports network.
It's time to say goodbye. Up next on SportsCenter, Mike Schmidt says adieu. The Yankees bid Tommy John farewell, while Rick Pitino looks like he'll call Kentucky home. Michael may be the best, but he can't do it alone. Nolan brings his heat. The Orioles take it deep. Is Pasquale fired up? You bet he is. Next on SportsCenter. Welcome to SportsCenter. I hope you had a great holiday weekend. Along with John Saunders, I'm Chris Fowler. Well, baseball said goodbye to one of its all-time greats on Monday, and really, it's nice that he had the good sense to get out before his skills really deteriorated. We can remember him how he was.
Mike Schmidt said that more than anyone, that he wanted to get out when he wanted to get out and not when the fans wanted to see him leave. Mike Schmidt, without question, the best hitting third baseman in the history of the game. It was the end of an era. One of third base's all-time best, Philadelphia's Mike Schmidt, surprisingly and emotionally called it quits after a long and successful career.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with 2 very bad knees.
He always seemed to rise to the occasion when you needed a big hit or you needed to make a great play. Mike was always there.
How do you want to be remembered as a player through the eyes of fans?
Oh, geez, that's a tough question. Maybe now I'll be remembered as an emotional player.
Very emotional. The emotion Mike Schmidt showed in saying goodbye to the Phillies in baseball might be an indication that he won't be out of the game very long. Mike Schmidt now awaits the Hall of Fame in 5 years. He'll join these two as the top 30 home run hitters. Not bad company. Finishes his career ahead of guys like Mickey Mantle and Ernie Banks, and just behind Reggie.
SportsCenter is brought to you by your Toyota dealer.
Introducing the 1990 Toyota Celica. Its totally new shape will please your sense of design. And the way it moves will stimulate your sense of excitement. The all-new Toyota Celica. You'll love what it does for you.
At 110 degrees, nobody thinks about 9X computer software and how 9X Field Watch helps Pepsi keep all 70,000 of their vending machines up and working. Nobody has to think about it.
Fans, please.
Mr. Garfield, welcome to Embassy Suites Hotel.
My room.
Here, you get a suite for about the price of a room at most Marriotts or Hyatts.
Beautiful. Don't change a thing.
The living room, sir.
Love what you've done with this room.
The bedroom.
This is great. I need my space.
And, of course, you'll want to take advantage of Embassy Suites' free breakfast. Food. Served every morning.
At Embassy Suites, you don't have to be a fat cat to enjoy the sweet life.
I resemble that remark.
Success. Turn to Forbes for bold opinions and decisive reporting on management strategies that boost corporate earnings, spotting undervalued stocks for corporate takeovers, increasing your company's market share.
57% off the regular newsstand price. Get 18 issues of Forbes for only $28.95.
There's no turning back for these thrill seekers who go to unbelievable lengths to break a record. What's their motivation? Find out on the Guinness Records World of Sports, Wednesday night on ESPN. Welcome back to SportsCenter, to the National League now. The sad news for Phillies fans Monday, Mike Schmidt retiring. And the worst news, the season continues. It's been a rough one so far. The Phillies have the league's worst record. They've dropped 9 of 11 as they began the post-Schmidt era Monday night in San Diego. Chris James, the man taking over for Schmidt at third base tonight, and watch the play he makes on Carmelo Martinez. Going deep and then making the force play right there. Not as good a day at the plate as he went 0 for 4. Tony Gwynn gets the Padres bats going in the first. Roberto Alomar on base, and Gwynn with the base hit. Alomar comes in to score, and the Padres is preserved as the Padres win it 1-0. Mark Davis came in and got 1 out to pick up his 16th save. 10 of 12 now for Philadelphia. In Dodger Stadium, the next 3-game slide, Greg Briley had a home run.
Chris and I will be back with more sports in just a moment. Day 1 of the French Open tennis tournament. But first,
Think fast. Think breath savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
Okay, who's next?
He is.
Hi.
Hi.
Introducing new bite-sized Ritz Bits peanut butter sandwiches. The taste of Ritz Bits and real peanut butter in tiny sandwiches with no assembly required.
Hey, wait for me!
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you in the way you look tonight.
The night belongs to Michelob.
It's the only Formula One race in the USA. See the United States Grand Prix from Phoenix right after the Budweiser 500, starting Sunday afternoon live on ESPN. This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Some potentially shocking testimony at the Canadian drug inquiry. Ben Johnson's Dr. Jamie Astafan testified that he was told by Johnson's trainer, Charlie Francis, that officials from the International Olympic Committee considered covering up Johnson's positive test results in Seoul.
Coverage of the French Open continues Tuesday morning at 9 a.m.
Okay, time now for our sports person of the week. It's that Yosemite Sam lookalike who finally got his rabbit. The Calgary Flames' Lanny McDonald had a terrific career, but spent most of it with bad teams like Toronto and Colorado, and had struggled in the playoffs. Hadn't played much in the finals against Montreal, but the goal right there, a critical one in Game 6, puts the Flames ahead to stay. And then afterwards, McDonald finally gets to hoist Lord Stanley's hard work. I think he wore a smile for about 3 days. Retiring on top, Lanny McDonald is our sports person of the week.
Sports Person of the Week is brought to you by The Travelers, one of America's most experienced financial experts. You're better off under the umbrella.
The art of investment and financial security requires painstaking preparation. Bold strokes influenced by a mastery of expertise, creative approaches to annuities and mutual funds, innovative forms of insurance, and comprehensive health services. As one of the strongest diversified financial experts, we have the capabilities to turn the business of investment into an art. The Travelers. You're better off under the umbrella.
What's the big idea behind Lifesavers Fruit Juicers candy? The great taste of fruit juice in a spill-proof container. Fruit Juicers, the first hard-roll candy made with real fruit juice.
I have a handsome new neighbor.
Oh, Mother.
A doctor. Oh, my. Here he is.
Hi. Think fast. Think Best Savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
Dinner tomorrow?
Perfect.
Once you hear it, you gotta get near it. There's a whole lot of nothing going on. You want a snack? You gotta get that pack. There's a whole lot of nothing going on.
Incredibly delicious and so full of energy, Planters nuts are one irresistible snack.
Once you hear it, you gotta get near it. There's a whole lot of nothing going on.
The taste of bite-sized Ritz Bits and real peanut butter have come together in tiny new Ritz Bits peanut butter sandwiches with no assembly required.
This week on ESPN Scholastic Sports America, we introduce you to scrums, rucks, and mauls. It's the sport of rugby. Teams from around the country meet in Salt Lake City for the National High School Championship this week on Scholastic Sports America.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Say what you want about the Los Angeles Lakers, that they are so talented that all one has to do is press a button and they'll win. But if you know sports at all, especially pro sports, you know that just is not the case. Folks, we'll let you in on a little secret. Pat Riley has done one heck of a coaching job for the Showtime Lakers. Summoned from the broadcast booth in 1980 for an assistant's job to Paul Westhead, Riley has then taken over and taken the Lakers to 7 NBA championship appearances. He's won 4 NBA titles. His 98 playoff wins tie him as number 1 all-time in playoff wins with the hallowed Red Auerbach, not to mention a regular season record of .470 and a $1.75.
I mean, I was this way before I was a coach. You know, my dad was a coach in baseball his whole life, and he was also very stern disciplinarian. And I used to blow dry it. You know, that'd take 20 minutes, you know, when I was into the wispy, willowy look, but I'm not anymore. The irony to it, my dad used to wear his hair like this, and as soon as I combed my hair back, my whole life changed back in 1979-80. So it's not a bad way to go for all you guys out there.
Pat Riley, I think the interesting thing about Riley all the way is that the Lake, you know, it is very easy to be a champion and to not do it in a classy style, and that'll be our conversation next week.
Will he be talking about that?
Somehow I don't think they'll get to that one. It's not a 5-hour talk.
There's more to come on this Sunday night edition of the SportsCenter. And when we return, we'll look back to Saturday night and Sunday morning, the Dodgers and the Astros in their marathon. We'll be back.
During the golden age of Rome, Caesar treated his guests to magical evenings. 2,000 years later, he still does. Caesar's Palace. Relive the legend.
Go where you wanna go, call when you wanna call.
Get the lowest price ever at Radio Shack on the most powerful transportable cellular phone system. Just $7.99 when you sign up with Radio Shack's authorized cellular phone carrier.
Go where you wanna go.
There's nothing else to buy, and it's ready to go wherever you go.
Call when you wanna call.
Use in your car, or go portable and take it along. Radio Shack's complete transportable cellular phone system. Just $7.99 only at Radio Shack, the technology store.
New Domino's Pan Pizza. Nobody delivers better.
2 famous moms for Phillips Milk of Magnesia.
We're here to gently remind you how much you can depend upon your mom.
Mom knows best.
When you're feeling
Not yourself.
out of sorts,
We understand, dear.
you need your mom.
Phillips Milk of Magnesia, the laxative for dependable overnight relief.
It helps your body work naturally.
So you know it's gentle, like Mom.
Nobody treats you better than Mom.
You'll feel better.
Leave it to Mom.
Strike it rich with a PDA Tour, live every Wednesday night. ESPN brings you the world's greatest bowlers as they compete in championship round action. ESPN begins the season with live coverage of the Showboat Senior Invitational. Dick Weber tries for an unprecedented 4th consecutive win, but a top field of competitors will try to stop him. Live Wednesday, June 14th on ESPN.
Sunday's 13-inning Dodgers-Astros game at the Dome may have seemed like a long one, but it was like a burp compared to the 22-inning affair last night between the same two teams. Now, it is possible that some of you may have missed some of the center field. T-Bone Shelby with the throw. Socha will try and block the plate. He does so. Reynolds is out of the 11th, and so we go to the 15th. Oral Hershiser working 7 innings in relief with the bases loaded, pitching to Alex Trevino. The fly to Chris Gwynn and left. Terry Swimming Pool trying to win it. He is out! And let's face it, not everyone through the entire game could stay bright-eyed and bro home. Bill Doran, scores. And in 22 innings, 7 hours and 14 minutes, the Astros beat the Dodgers by a count of 5-4. Socha said he would have argued about a guy running out of the baseline, but he was too tired. Pitchers used 16. Pitches thrown 613. They used 12 dozen balls. Usually they use 5 or 6 in a game. Guys that ended up playing places that they don't normally. Eddie Eat, Drink, and Be Murray played third. He came up as a third baseman way, way back. Fernando, you saw his effort at first. Jeff Hamilton on the mound. By the way, his ERA now 5.40 if you're scoring at home. And Oro pitching 7 innings in relief. Glenn Davis, after the game, slept in the trainer's room because there was a day game the next day, as you know. And pity the Dodgers. They go on for a twi-nighter on Monday in Atlanta.
On to boxing now with the Sugar Ray Leonard Thomas Hearns fight just around the corner. We once again have a fight ballyhooed as the bout of the century because, among other things, it pits two men we have seemingly known forever. That seems to be the wave. Big names returning to the ring. Charles Steiner has more.
It seems like they've been with us forever. The megastars, and the matinee idols. They've come and gone and come back again and again. Muhammad Ali, who was 33 at the time, and Joe Frazier, who was 31. Their careers might have been on the decline, but indeed they fought the thriller in Manila.
30 and 32 probably don't like to be referred to as senior citizens, but
I think we can honestly say that.
In boxing, we know that they are. We'll have coverage of this fight upcoming between Leonard and Hearns all during the week with Charles Steiner.
And when SportsCenter returns, it's that time. Plays of the week making a comeback. Stay with us.
For every man who wears Brut, there's a woman who loves what he smells like. Because there's something about Brut that's nice to be close to. And nobody knows that better than a woman.
Hello? Honey, I was just thinking about you.
Brut cologne, deodorant, and everything else. Brut, it smells like a man.
8 years after their first battle, two fighters resume one of boxing's great rivalries. Now they step into the ring again for the long-awaited rematch. This time, the war is on. Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hitman Hearns go to battle on June 12th at Caesar's Palace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Budweiser presents the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Time and time again, the world's great pictures are trusted to one film, Kodak. Why trust your memories to anything less? Preview of the championship battle. It leads into a night of super bouts featuring Leonard Hearns 1, Sunday night on ESPN. It's time for college baseball's finest to battle for the national championship. The NCAA College World Series starts Friday at 5 Eastern live on ESPN.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah, it is. Time for Plays of the Week. It's time once again to serve up a set of... We begin with Michael Jordan. Boy, does he ever have the right stuff. Like this fan who can't believe his eyes. Randy Nosek of the Tigers, try a slider next time. Alex Sanchez of the Indians needs a little work. Got the picture? Watch this picture. 1 and 2 count, 2 out on Kurt. What was that man wearing? Strike 3, 3 outs, right? No, Ernest Riles is off. The throw, it's in the outfield. Riles
trying to score. Dykstra with the throw home. Out. 4 outs? Guys, I think you only need 3. Glenn, Mr. Outside Davis of the Astros, didn't have time to think with this catch. He just kept going. And as we say goodbye, just be happy you don't have this guy's job. Unless you want some free Lacoste shirt.
ESPN's Plays of the Week is brought to you by Apple Computer, maker of Macintosh personal computers, giving you the power to be your best.
Hey, Bowen, how you doing?
Hey, pretty good, Joey. How are you?
Good.
Hey, Governor. Hey, guys.
See that game last night?
Oh, man, let me tell you about that game. I was supposed to...
Finished already.
Couldn't believe it, man.
Hey, I thought we were supposed to be doing this in-house.
That's right. Pass the salt, would you?
Hey, your group do this?
New computer. The salt.
Oh.
I mean, just stop.
Quintile analysis? Hey, give me a break.
Well, Siegel did that.
I thought he's in the L.A. office.
Yeah, so's Edwards. She did the graphics.
You missed his great catch.
I heard about it. What happened?
Hey, the market projections?
Garnett, Chicago.
Great catch off the wall. Threw the guy out of second base. So how'd you get everybody together in the same place?
I told you. New computer.
What kind of a system can do that?
Roll control.
What?
Roll control.
Pardon me?
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors shining through. Don't stay afraid to let them show.
If a dream is worth saving, it's worth Kodacolor Gold Film.
When a shark gets hungry, he looks for something he can sink his teeth into. Something meaty, something filling, something red. And when he finds it, he tears into it.
Chunky's new Easy Open can lets you tear into those delicious clams and tender potatoes in chunky New England clam chowder fast. So get plenty, because you never know. Campbell's Chunky. It takes care of the meanest appetites.
Are you over 30 and single? Now you can find love and companionship right here on the telephone with the Romance Hotline. Just call 1-900-909-8000 and listen to recorded messages from exciting, sincere singles. If you're looking for romance, you'll find it here on the Romance Hotline.
The Romance Hotline, 1-900-909-8000. $2 first minute, 45 cents additional minutes.
For adults over 30 only, please.
Aggressive play is the key to victory at a tournament where the highest, not the lowest score wins. The Pat Bradley International. 3 days of coverage begins Friday afternoon live on ESPN.
The NBA Final opens Tuesday in Detroit as the Pistons host the champion Lakers. It's a rematch of last year's final and a chance for the Lakers to win 3 straight. But the series has another headline as Detroit's tough guy image takes center stage. As Larry Burnett tells us, Michael Jackson would be proud. The Pistons are really, really bad.
There are a couple players on our team that go beyond what they have to do to be competitive, and I think they deliberately try to hurt players on the opposing team.
Bad as the ball.
I'm Larry Burnett, ESPN. The series starts on Tuesday. This time around, it's the Pistons with the home court advantage. Starts at 9 Eastern time. And I like the Pistons. Who do you like?
Well, now that you brought it up, I like the 6'9" point guard with a smile, the guy in the middle with the skyhook, and the coach with the hair. Lakers in 7, 3 in a row. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with me.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Busch Beer, the beer with a taste as smooth as its name.
I used pressure-treated lumber, and I still have $800 in water damage. How come?
Even treated wood needs Thompson's Water Seal protection.
This patio was supposed to last for years. Now I have $1,200 in damage. Why?
Your concrete wasn't protected with Thompson's Water Seal. Thompson's penetrates into wood, brick, or concrete to form a barrier water can't get past, even when driven by 98-mile-per-hour winds.
Let it rain. This time I use Thompson's, a great defense against repair expense.
Thompson's, the first name in lasting protection.
If you thought you had to give up comfort to get a close shave, Norelco says, think again. Their revolutionary shaving system shaves skin close in a way that's incredibly comfortable. As the hair enters the chamber, the patented lift and cut system lifts each hair and holds it a split second before a blade cuts it, so it's possible to shave skin close without the blades even touching the skin. The lift and cut shaving system from Norelco. We made close comfortable.
Domino's Pan Pizza. Nobody delivers better.
As we told you earlier, the Baltimore Orioles have won 7 games in a row. They're at first place in the American League East. They will also have the #1 draft pick in tomorrow's draft. That's the first time a first-place team has ever done that. It'll likely be Ben McDonald, throws the ball about 99 miles per hour. The Braves will go for a catcher, Tyler Houston. Roger Salchow, the pitcher, 15-0, will go to Seattle.
And maybe some other names you'll be hearing in the draft coming up next. North Carolina against Arkansas, College World Series. I'm Chris Berman.
I'm John Saunders. Thanks for watching.
United Airlines, from the ground up, rededicated to giving you the service you deserve. Come fly the friendly skies.
North Carolina came to the College World Series on an emotional high following their win over Mississippi State in the regional. They started in Omaha with a jolt to top seed Florida State by scoring in their first at-bat. But Mike Martin's squad recovered and won a pitcher's duel to send Carolina on its heels. Southwest Conference co-champion Arkansas had a tough task in its opener with Wichita State. But the Razorbacks stayed close thanks to this Greg D. Alexander solo homer as they tried to play long ball with one of the country's best. But Wichita State's Greg Brummett shut the door on the Hogs as the Shockers prevailed 3-1. Today, Mike Roberts' Tar Heels face Norm DeBrine's Razorbacks in the first elimination game. We'll see which team will stay alive. For the 40th consecutive year, the College World Series comes from Omaha, Nebraska. This is Rosenblatt Stadium, and for the 10th consecutive year, ESPN covers the best in college baseball. Today, the North Carolina Tar Heels, the #8 seed in the tournament, take on the 5th-rated Arkansas Razorbacks as both fight for survival on this Sunday afternoon of college baseball. Welcome to Omaha. I'm Bob Carpenter, and it's do or die for the Tar Heels and the Razorbacks, both coming off first-round losses in their ball games on Friday.
Team to motivate them. You talked about their lethargic play on Friday. You didn't say anything to them personally to get them going?
Yes, we did have a very short team meeting. Only a couple statements were made when nothing was said about the lineup until it was posted.
Okay, Mike, thank you very much, and best of luck today. And Norm DeBrine of Arkansas joined us. And Norm, you've obviously been here before, and in a situation like this, what changes for you as far as your approach to this ball game today?
Well, I think basically we're going to have a little more offense on the part of our club, and especially the middle of our lineup.
That's the coaching matchup for today as they try to pull out all the stops and stay alive.
Well, Bob, I think that this is going to be a great ball game. Again, good pitching matchup. You're going to see aggressive baseball today. Guys are going to bunt, hit, and run, and get everything going. So we'll see some exciting baseball.
Razorbacks and the Tar Heels get it on in Omaha on this Sunday of the College World Series. ESPN's presentation of the 1989 NCAA College World Series from Omaha is brought to you by Geo. No matter what you're looking for in a car, it's a Geo. By Diet Coke. Enjoy Diet Coke. You're going to drink it just for the taste of it.
Today is different because today a new line of import-inspired cars has come to your neighborhood. They're called Geo. They're sold and serviced by a dealer network that's larger than Honda, Toyota, and Nissan combined. And they're designed to give you years of carefree driving. Today, the 90s begin, and we invite you to get to know Geo. They're just around the corner at your Chevrolet Geo dealer.
I think you'll like this house.
Isn't this supposed to be haunted?
Haunted? What an absurd idea. I mean, what would a ghost be doing here? Haunted.
David?
No other diet soft drink delivers the real cola taste of 1-calorie Diet Coke. The real one. It's lifting more and more spirits every day.
Just for the taste of it. Oops.
The move is on to Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Are you okay? I think I got whiplash. And a concussion.
Every now and then, life hits you with some very sour notes, and doctor bills can really add up. At MetLife, we do all we can to pay your claim promptly.
Get Met. It pays.
Batting eighth in right field, junior Darren Villani. With a senior at third base, batting ninth, Ryan Howison.
Arkansas defense shapes up like this. Senior Scott Pose in right field. Out in center field, outstanding defensive player Don Thomas. Hoy Eklund, consensus All-American in left field, a senior. Over in third base, Greg DeAlexander. At shortstop, Rod Stillwell. Second baseman, Tim Thomas. First base, Jim Calhoun. Behind the plate, we have Kurt Pisker, a freshman. And on the mound, we have Dennis Fletcher. Dennis Fletcher is a right-handed pitcher, outstanding command of his pitches, locates his fastball well, but when he needs to throw a strike, he throws that slider. Fastball tails in, slider, big sweeping breaking ball across in the strike zone, and a changeup that fades down and in. You'll notice that they play their infielders a little closer, trying to cut that run down at home plate.
Breaking ball, well hit to left field. Troy Eklund is back on the track, and he's got it for the sacrifice fly. Scoring is horrendous. Yesterday and today, that ball does not get out of the ballpark. On Friday, it would have. A long sac fly for Mauer, and the Tar Heels lead 1-0.
Fletcher going to the breaking ball here and gets it right out over the plate. Just hangs it right there for him to nail. That ball hangs in there. It never moves over the plate. Sits right there in that power zone. And that's a tough pitch to swing and miss right there, Bob. Your eyes just light up on that ball. And with the wind blowing in, had it not been blowing in, that ball had a chance probably.
Darren Villani, the hitter, jammed on a bunt. Lays a good one down. Fletcher pounces and makes the throw. So the Tar Heels get Arendis, the leadoff man, aboard with a single and a steal. And then 2 outs later, he scores on the sacrifice fly by Ron Mauer. We played an inning and a half here in Omaha. The North Carolina Tar Heels have out-hit the Arkansas Razorbacks by a score of 2-1, and they lead it 1-0 in this game for survival.
last week, us Fritos rustlers came upon a whole new breed. Ranch Fritos. They looked real wild, but they was actually sort of mild. Shoot, one even let Luke pet it. These wild and mild Ranch Fritos have a creamy ranch flavor. No Fritos rustler can resist. But keep that under your hat, partner. New wild and mild ranch flavor Fritos corn chips. Rustle up some.
I'll show you a morning like you've never seen. I'll show you a land where there's still room to dream.
Come on. Haven't you always wanted to run away to the South Pacific? Well, now you can with Qantas.
I call Australia home.
No one flies more people to Australia and the South Pacific than Qantas.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you in the way you look tonight. Lovely, don't you ever change, 'cause I love you just the way you look tonight.
One taste will tell you why.
Just the way you look tonight.
The night belongs to Michelob.
It's the ultimate test of racing endurance. Saturday, see the spectacular start. And Sunday, the dramatic conclusion of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Live on ESPN.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Tar Heels have taken the lead in both their ball games here in Omaha. They've had the early lead. Couldn't hold on against Florida State. Now the Razorbacks will go to the plate. Bottom of the second inning, and Jim Calhoun. The Razorbacks are 20-14 when they do not score first. 50 wins on the year for Norm DeBryan and his Razorbacks.
Stayed straight to second base and slid in there and did not lose any time because he was directly in line with that bat. One thing to know as a first baseman there, if you can pick a guy off, you have to step way toward the inside, toward the grass side of the infield, and throw the ball on the inside. He did that, but he threw the ball high.
Don Thomas, who has struggled against the breaking ball in the past, seeing a steady diet of such pitches. Arkansas, in the bottom of the second inning, gets a run on 2 hits. Jim Calhoun and Don Thomas teaming up. A walk later, they strand 2. They've left 3. On to the third inning we go. Game 5 of the College World Series, tied 1-1.
The 1990 Geo Prism is filled with things like storage pockets, console trays, even a special cup holder. Yet there's still plenty of room left over for your important things. Geo! And here's a special Geo Prism offer. 2.9% GMAC financing or $400 cash back. Plus, if Geo's your first new car, you can get $600 toward your down payment with GMAC financing at select Chevrolet dealers now.
It's ever so tough being ranked number 1 and not being ranked. Playing the game without getting gamey. What assists me is Right Guard Sports Stick from Gillette with its maximum protection and aromatically airy scents. It's the essence of good gamesmanship. After all, when one is capable of home run, why play foul? Right Guard Sports Stick, deodorant, and antiperspirant. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Quaker State engines don't know when to quit.
Quaker State engines run strong and run long because Quaker State exceeds every single car maker's U.S. requirements for maximum engine protection. The big Q stands for quality.
Presenting a superbly engineered high-performance machine. One designed to outperform anything the competition has ever introduced, with exceptional starting power, smooth acceleration, and outstanding fuel efficiency. What do we call this masterpiece of engineering? Bosch Platinum, the ultimate spark plug with the advantages of pure platinum. You've never driven anything like it.
To locate a Bosch retailer or service outlet, call 1-800-882-8101.
When a record is set, a controversy brews, or a headline maker speaks out, there's only one place that brings it all together. ESPN SportsCenter. Get the inside information on all the major events that shape the sports world. Every story, every detail, every day. For the complete picture, go straight to the source. ESPN SportsCenter, America's sports authority.
Welcome back to Rosenblatt Stadium in Omaha. From the first base side, the view of this field, a 1-1 score with the Tar Heels and Razorbacks even after 2 innings of play. Top of the third, bottom of the order for the Heels, Ryan Howison, senior third baseman, hitting .211, is the leadoff man.
For Arkansas, but Kirk Pisker is the personal catcher for Dennis Fletcher.
Big breaking ball, 0-2.
Great competitor, and Kirk Pisker adds to that with his aggressiveness.
78-mile-an-hour breaking ball for the strikeout.
To locate that slider for a strike, we mentioned earlier that when he has to throw a strike, 2-0 or 2-1 or 3-1, he's just as apt to throw that slider as any other pitch.
Todd Nichols lined hard to short his first time. Fastball is down low. A little bit lower coming through the pitching box. That one was really
Pisker sets up outside, and the ball is right to his glove, and he just jumps right on it right there. Todd Nichols, good hitter, good extension, hits the ball all over the ballpark. That fastball was on the outside part of the plate, and he hit it right where it was pitched.
Stillwell stays with it. Looks like he's got the same kind of arm his older brother does. A gun over to first base. A single with 2 down, and the steal. The Tar Heels leave a runner. They've stranded 2. On to the bottom of the third, the Razorbacks and the Heels, each with 3 hits and each with 1 run.
Fuss with shampoo and conditioner? Who needs it? I want to wash my hair and go. And now I can with Pert Plus. Complete shampoo plus complete conditioner in one bottle. Pert Plus leaves my hair clean, conditioned, and looking terrific. Before, to get results this good, I used shampoo and conditioner. No more. Now, with Pert Plus, I just wash and go.
Pert Plus, shampoo plus complete conditioner in one.
Now's the time to get out and go. Hit the great American road. Get up, get over, get smart. Your Buick dealer is the place to start. Now's the time, now's the time. Hit the road, hit the road. The great American road. 'Cause the great American road belongs to Buick.
One of the great advantages of doing business with a firm like Schwab is that you're dealing with professionals across the whole country. They're creating financial advantages for the individual investor.
I can't say which is better, the Schwab computer system or the Schwab people. But there's no doubt being backed up by the industry's most automated system gives our brokers a tremendous advantage.
You know, investors are smart. They know what they want and they know what to look for. Schwab doesn't try to sell them anything. I think it's a refreshing change from the usual. I mean, who would have ever imagined a brokerage firm without commissioned salespeople?
I tell people, come in and see us. If you need to talk to us face to face, we're here. That's why we have so many branches.
For a free booklet describing Schwab services, call toll-free 800-873-6400. That's 800-873-6400. Call Schwab today.
You might have the impression that you can use drugs and alcohol and still be at your best. In fact, some people claim that drugs and alcohol help them to perform better in school, at work, in sports, or just helping them to get through the day. But you can see where those people really end up, hooked and helpless. Drugs and alcohol don't pave the way to success. They're nothing but a dead end.
This message furnished by the NCAA.
We're going to see on supervision here the movement of Hogue's curveball. Thomas, he's throwing to Don Thomas here, the last 15 feet of this ball. You see the break there, and that's what he has to do to be effective. He has to throw that breaking ball that drops straight down off the table. As you see right there on the supervision, the great drop in that ball and the movement down.
Scott Epps, the leadoff man for the Razorbacks in the third. Hit a ball to the left side, right down the line, and Ryan Howison went backhand to throw him out. That was with a runner aboard in the first inning. The Hawks have threatened in both innings so far. They scored a run on 2 hits and a walk in the second inning. But the wind will knock it down, and Tom Nevin waits for it. So it turns into your basic 1-2-3 inning. A hit for the Razorbacks. The runner lost after the steal. Nobody stranded. After 3, Arkansas has out-hit Carolina for 3 in a 1-1 ball game.
Give your kids the competitive edge in their favorite sports with America's best selection of instructional sports videos, only from ESPN. Regularly $39.95, now just $29.95 each if you call 1-800-554-9000. Top coaches in basketball, football, baseball, soccer, and tennis teach your kids the basics and help them develop a lifelong love for the sports and a winning attitude. Now on video cassettes your kids can play again and again. Just $29.95 each, and only from ESPN Home Video. Coaches like University of Arizona's Jerry Kindle show your kids how to improve their game and add to their fun. This 75-minute video cassette demonstrates winning fundamentals of fielding, hitting, pitching, catching, and sliding. $29.95 never lets you do so much for a kid. Call 1-800-554-9000 for teaching kids baseball or your free catalog of videos only from ESPN Home Video.
Contact is about to be made. A new dimension is coming where the language of symbols lets man and machine communicate logically. Presenting the Explorer, an extraordinary home computer designed to let you follow the on-screen graphic instructions so word processing, filing, and calculating are as easy as ABC. The Explorer, built to be compatible with us and them.
If this is the only way you participate in different sports, Avia doesn't want you buying their cross trainers. And neither does the boss.
If this is the only kind of basketball you want to play, Avia doesn't want you buying their shoes.
A musical lesson in refreshment. Ocean Spray Cranapple.
Ah, so tangy, so crisp, so cool. Ocean Spray.
Taste refreshing Ocean Spray Cranapple.
This is so cool.
It's music to your mouth.
Ah. The embarrassing miscue. The performances at peak. The unusual antics. The plays of the week. Each Sunday night at 11 Eastern on ESPN SportsCenter.
This is ESPN, the total sports network.
The overhead view of Supervision shows you the movement in and out. Ryan Hallison's at the plate. Fletcher throws him a slider away, and you can see this is from the overhead angle looking down, and that's the way the ball tracks. See how far that ball moved outside? Way outside the strike zone, but at one time, about 7 or 8 feet in front of that plate, that ball was on the outside part of the plate, and it fooled Hallison.
Top of the fourth, 1-1. Jesse Levis will lead off for the Tar Heels. He rips a fastball to center field. Don Thomas back, and the wind helps hold that one up. Caught about 20 feet in front of the 420 mark out there.
Come back and try to get you with his out pitch, which is a slider. And even against left-handed hitters, out pitch is his slider.
There it is, down low, strikeout number 4. And a 1-2-3 inning for Dennis Fletcher and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Middle of the fourth. It's a 1-1 score, the elimination game in Omaha.
The 1990 Geo Prism is so well built, there are only 4 parts its bumper-to-bumper plus 3-year, 50,000-mile warranty doesn't cover. And those 4 parts come with their own warranty. Geo. And here's a special Geo Prism offer. 2.9% GMAC financing or $400 cash back. Plus, if Geo's your first new car, you can get $600 toward your down payment with GMAC financing at select Chevrolet dealers now.
Washington apple time. Washington apple. Ripe and good from the tree. Take a bite, come and find. Ooh, Washington apple. Sweet goodness, come and see. Come share a taste of heaven, fine as Mother Nature can grow. And your heart is gonna know these are Washington apples. As sweet and true as apples can be. Bite into the best. Washington apples.
I went to my dentist with the worst pain. He told me about a different medicine. It's in these little yellow pills. Nuprin. Works so well on that pain, no wonder it's great on my awful headaches.
Nuprin. It's not aspirin, not Tylenol. It's ibuprofen. So effective. 2 Nuprin stop headaches better than extra-strength Tylenol.
And Nuprin's gentler on my stomach than aspirin.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
It even worked on my worst pain.
Tennis. The French Open. Tomorrow. Live on ESPN.
ESPN here in Omaha for the 10th consecutive year of College World Series action from Rosenblatt Stadium. Today, it's Game 5 as North Carolina takes on Arkansas. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 1-1.
Well, here you see Mike Hogue, and you have Scott Epps hitting. Scott Epps takes this pitch. Right there is a breaking ball that starts on the outside part of the plate, and he's frozen. Now, here's our shot on Supervision. And this is a side angle, and you see the pitch coming in here, and you see that movement, the breaking ball in the last 15 feet, how that ball moves down and back in on the plate. You can't see the movement in, but that's how much that ball moves down.
Jim Calhoun doing the job today. Hit on base twice each. Don and Tim Stillwell hits a double play ball. Batted down by Maurer, and a good play at second base by Dave Arendis. They go 6-4-3 on a ball hit sharply. But in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Razorbacks take the lead. They get a run on 2 hits. A suicide squeeze figured in. And after 4 innings of play, the Razorbacks have out-hit the Tar Heels 6-3 and lead 2-1.
What's the best brokerage account for an active investor? Ask a Schwab customer.
With my Schwab One asset management account, my money's never idle. When I sell a stock or I get a dividend, my cash instantly starts earning income. And it keeps on earning until I make my next investment.
When I need to get to my cash or take out a loan, I just use my Schwab Visa or write a check. Schwab One makes it easy.
All my financial moves are right here. And one simple statement. Now, you might expect to pay a lot of money for an account this handy. Not with Schwab One. There's no monthly fee. Now, that's real value.
To get your free booklet and an application for the Schwab One Asset Management account, call toll-free 800-848-8900. That's 800-848-8900. Call now for your free Schwab One booklet.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I enjoy looking at ladies in bikinis just like the next guy. But when I buy a Sports Weekly, I buy it for one reason, to get the straight scoop on sports. That's why I read the Sporting News, America's sports authority.
It gives you terrific baseball coverage by 40 top writers on the scene where the action is, plus more stats and inside stuff than any other Sports Weekly.
So if you want swimsuit pictures, sailboat stories, or funny videos, better look somewhere else. But if you want the very best baseball coverage and weekly in-depth reports on football, basketball, hockey, and boxing, then be sure you get the Sporting News. Grab this great subscription deal. Find out for yourself why over 725,000 sports fans get the Sporting News weekly and get smart for themselves.
Call 1-800-638-1200 and get 56 issues of the Sporting News for 4 payments of just $9.66. You'll save 69% off the cover price, 40% off the regular subscription rate. Call now 1-800-638-1200.
My official title is Head of Auto Testing for Consumer Reports magazine, but I really work for you. And there are over 200 people who work for you at Consumer Reports. We test and report on everything from toothpaste to TVs. Right now is a good time to try Consumer Reports because you can get a free trial issue with no strings attached. Here are the details.
Call now for your free trial issue of Consumer Reports, the magazine that gives you all the pros and cons of a product, including price. Call for your free trial issue now, then decide. When the bill arrives, pay it and get 11 more issues, 12 in all, including the annual buying guide issue, for just $18. Or write cancel on the bill and owe nothing. If you do subscribe, you'll also get 2 free gifts: the new Medicine Show, updated and revised, and the 1989 buying guide issue.
So put Consumer Reports to work for you. Call now.
Call now for Consumer Reports.
Call 1-800-544-1000. 1-800-544-1000.
Top of the 5th inning, Arkansas with a run in the 4th inning after their single run in the 2nd. Both players teaming up. Calhoun has scored 2 runs. Don Thomas has driven him home twice. And the Hogs on top 2-1, top of the 5th inning with the bottom of the North Carolina batting order due up. Ron Maurer, the shortstop, will lead off. 4 in a row now retired by Dennis Fletcher. He's also retired 9 of the last 10 hitters. So the Tar Heel bats have gone a bit quiet here as we move into the middle of the ballgame. Troy Eklund, 18 of 19 stealing bases this season. Little chopper, third base side. That will not go foul. Ryan Howison didn't think he had to play it first, so he figured he'd better let it roll. It stayed right on the dirt for a base hit. A couple of 2-out singles, one that didn't leave the infield, one that barely did. After 5, Arkansas 3, North Carolina 1.
Get ready.
Red 98! What?
Look out! It's coming your way. The all-time smash hit, show-stopping video. The NFL's greatest hits. And it's free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated, the magazine that's a sure hit every week. Call this number now and get all the best action, greatest stars, and biggest plays from the files of NFL films. And it's all rolled up into 45 minutes that will knock you over again and again. But you'll keep getting up for more, and more, and more. And you can get your hands on it all free. Plus, you won't miss out on the 25th anniversary edition of the famous swimsuit issue. It's an entire issue devoted to 25 years of the best in swimwear. And you'll save over 47% off the cover price. 25 issues payable in 3 monthly installments of only $9.89 each. And you can charge it. Get your free video, the swimsuit issue, and save on SI by calling now. 1-800-777-2100.
It's a red-hot June on ESPN. You'll see sizzling shot-making in the early rounds of the U.S. Open and dazzling playmaking in the pressure-packed NCAA College World Series. There's full-throttle excitement with live start and finish coverage of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And for horsepower of another kind, a Belmont Stakes Special. Plus PBA Summer Tour action and more. The heat is on in June on ESPN.
In 1984, Fullerton State Titan fans were expecting a lot from their club in Omaha. John Fishel made sure they weren't disappointed as he batted .520 for the series with 10 RBIs. He hit 2 homers, including this one off favorite Oklahoma State and over its own heavy-hitting outfielder, Pete Incaviglia. Fishel was named most outstanding player for the series, but he had help. Eddie Delzer was king of the hill for the Titans, winning 2 games, including the clincher against defending champ Texas. It was the second national title in 6 years for Coach Augie Garrido, who was happy to oblige the Fullerton fans.
Same thing we played the first ball game. Everybody's tennis. Everybody. If you don't think about it, you have to think of the things that are watching the play. We're giving them a thrill yet. We're going out of here. Go out of it with a thrill. Let's go.
Just give me honest work at honest pay. Honest sweat from a hard-earned day. And when I'm through, that's when I'll say, I want my clean as real as ivory. It's gotta be 99.44. I want my clean as real as ivory. Nothing less, nothing more.
No deodorants, no heavy perfumes. That's a real clean. That's ivory.
It's gotta be pure, that's for sure. I want my clean as real as ivory.
Finally. Time for Wrigley Spearmint Gum.
Wrigley Spearmint? What is Wrigley Spearmint?
Well, it's pure chewing satisfaction.
Please register. It's cool and refreshing. Chewing enjoyment goes on and on.
Total.
Wrigley Spearmint is pure chewing satisfaction.
Everybody ought to check this out.
Wrigley Spearmint, pure chewing satisfaction.
This summer, savor every delicious moment with a taste of good old-fashioned lemonade. Country time, not too tart, not too sweet.
These are the good old days.
On your path to success, reach for America's strongest financial helping hand, Citicorp and Citibank. More American families own their own homes and attend college with our help. And more get what they want with MasterCard and Visa cards from Citibank than from any other company. We also serve millions of customers in every major marketplace worldwide. Citicorp, because Americans want to succeed, not just survive.
This ever happened to you? What a mess. How about this? It doesn't wear as well as it tastes. That dress shirt and expensive silk blouse have had it. Or have they? Now there's a way to deal with the most difficult stains quickly, safely, and thoroughly. DD7. DD7 is a super concentrated formula that removes stains but won't harm fabric. Now where's the ink? Even this delicate silk blouse comes incredibly clean. And that's not all. Tar, iodine, blood, rust. DD7 gets rid of them all. Are your window shears dull and gray? A quick soak in diluted DD7 restores them to a like-new white. DD7 is a whiz on carpets, even upholstery. Think of the money you'll save. We've stained these hands with ink, iodine, and car grease. Just watch. DD7 and a little water instantly remove the stain, even from under the fingernails. And there's more. Imagine this is your washing machine. A red sock gets in with the whites. Everything turns pink. Ink from a broken pen, even iodine. A little multi-purpose DD7 in the final rinse, and it's goodbye to all those unwanted stains forever. Order your tube of DD7 today for just $14.95, or we'll double your order for only $5 more. That's 2 tubes for only $19.95. Enough to replace all these expensive cleaners at a fraction of the price. If DD7 doesn't work this quickly and easily for you, simply return the unused portion for a refund. Have your credit card ready and order now.
Call toll free, 1-800-453-6600. That's 1-800-453-6600.
or send $14.95 for 1 tube, or save $10 by sending $19.95 for 2 tubes, plus $4 shipping to DD7, Box 8989-S, Buffalo Grove, Illinois. That's DD7, Box 8989-S, Buffalo Grove, Illinois.